Hello Wargamers, it's me Callum from Tabletop Banter, and in today's video we're going to talk a little bit more about GorkaMorka, in particularly scaling your vehicles. That's right, in today's video we're going to talk about vehicle scale, because when you're scratch building up a GorkaMorka truck, which is kind of fun, I think that's the cool way to do it. I think it's definitely the better way than just taking the GW one. One thing you'll have to note is scale. Now the thing with scale, and when you buy your miniatures outside of, well, if you buy your miniatures from any company, when they say it's a scale, normally that's right, but every single one seems to be slightly different. So as you know, I've obviously been working on my GorkaMorka truck, which thanks to Tattoo for You, I'll leave a description in the link in the description below. He has nicknamed it the Scheme Machine, and I absolutely love it. So it is the Scheme Machine, for the dream team, obviously. No, so anyway, back on track. I picked up a 1/48 scale Bedford, ooh, too much light, Bedford World War II truck, and that's a bit better, less shiny. Obviously you can see that over here there are two ways of building it, but it's a 1/48 scale, which I read online was alright for most. It's to scale for miniatures. Now here's the problem with to scale for 40k stuff. So yes, it's to scale in terms of 28mm, but what you have to remember is if you're building orcs from the 40k box set, they are heroic scale. So they're actually a bit bigger than that. So the problem I was faced with was having this like perfect 28mm truck, and then having heroic scale orcs, which took up the vast majority of it. Now obviously if you've seen the previous video, if you haven't, do go back and have a look at it, but if you have seen it, you will have seen that it's quite a ditty truck, and what I had to do to get that truck was cut it in half and expand it widthways. So when you look at getting the right scale for the miniature, when it says 28mm or 32mm scale, you've got to be careful, because you have to remember that orcs are about 7 to 8 feet in comparison to a human who might be an average of like 5.5, 6 feet. So there is going to be that difference in size. So obviously if you want the theme of them stealing a human truck, like I have, then this is the perfect scale. If you want that truck to be more appropriately sized for an orc, you'll have to scale up a little bit. So I don't know, 135 maybe a bit bigger. That's my best guess. A lot of stuff online, like I said, it gives you the scale to scale, but you don't want it to scale. That's what I'm saying. I say you want it a little bit bigger because these guys are heroic sized. So just wanted to put this video out there to give you guys a bit of a heads up when it comes to scaling your vehicles, and also I suppose in some senses to not be afraid of scratch building. Obviously I bought effectively the wrong size truck, so what I did was I made it bigger with plastic card, and I'm going from there. Now there is no reason why you can't do that either, which is fantastic. That's what I love about GorkaMorka. It's that scratch build essence that I just think is fun, and I'm looking forward to giving it more of a go as I get into it a bit more. The truck is still sat over just there, you can see in the background, and it hasn't had a lot of progress lately because again I've been stuck for time to do anything really. And the GorkaMorka truck is something that I'm using to help with hobby block. So if I get stuck on something, I'll just spend half an hour playing with that. You know, maybe add something, sort something out, have a bit of a brainstorm. So it's been really good for that. But I wanted to talk about scale. Like I said, it was a problem I faced when I first bought that little thing, but I didn't have enough money at the time to get another one. So I'm just going with that. I'm enjoying it. So thank you ever so much for watching. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave those comments below. If you're enjoying a bit of GorkaMorka talk, I will do it a little bit more. I know there's a bit of a sparsity on YouTube of GorkaMorka videos. So I'm hoping that by just doing a few more, we'll generate a little more interest. And I mean, it's another game that I really want to get into, because who doesn't love that scratch build orky element? So thank you ever so much for watching. It's been me, Callum from Tabletop Banter. Don't forget, have fun.